If anyone's wondering why we don't date, this is why. We're literally in the middle of the road changing a tire because her tire went flat immediately after the date. Me, I'm just here for moral support and because I lived around the corner, but... Oh, and you're wondering where the date is, you may ask? He's at home. And you know what he had the audacity to say? Is it bad to ask if you want to come over when you're done changing your tire? These are the men. These are the men that are out there, okay?
No, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. These fucking guys keep driving by me as if I don't need fucking help. All the lug nuts loose and I can't figure out where to put the jack.
We'll figure it out.
Every girl boss becomes a damsel in distress when she meets a situation she can't girl boss her way through. Yeah, it's 2025, ma'am. Everyone's equal now. You're strong and independent, right? You can do everything a man can, so enjoy the equality. Or go ahead and call the bear yourself. My bad.
She's standing on the side of the road, phone in hand, flat tires screaming for attention like a cry for help. Cars pass by one after another, engines humming, windows up, zero interest. Turns out hazard lights don't summon superheroes anymore.
You sure that I actually have an ass?
Mas tighter than this. Yes, parang preta.
She looks around expecting someone to stop, because social media told her people are kinder than ever. Reality, however, missed that memo completely. The kindness update clearly didn't install.
This is how my brain works as a girl. I've had a flat tire for a very long time and I've been putting it off, getting it fixed for months because I don't want to spend the money on it. Today, my dad is finally forcing me to go get it fixed. And if I have to go get the tire fixed, I deserve a coffee. So I'm stopping to get a coffee because I'm inconvenienced about having to fix my tire and I feel like I deserve a sweet treat and a coffee for doing such a big girl thing. I call that girl brain. And it just makes sense to me.
Minutes turn into longer minutes, and the confidence starts leaking faster than the air in the tire. The entitlement slowly gives way to confusion. That tire wasn't the only thing losing pressure. She checks her phone, maybe thinking a story post will magically fix the situation. Because if the world sees it, surely someone will help, right? Instagram roadside assistance is still in beta.
Okay, quick story time. So yesterday when I woke up to take my daughter to school, I had discovered that I had a flat tire. So I actually drove to school on the flat tire. I had no idea. So the school's only about a minute away. When I got there, I had a friend's husband wave me down and he said, "Hey, do you know your tire is flat?" And I said, "That makes sense." He actually drives for a towing company and he was at the school because they were having their end of the year fun day. So he was able to fill my tire up with air so that I could go down to one of the local garages and they were able to plug the tire for me so I could get to and from work. I also called around to some shops so that I could get 2 new tires this morning. Found some for a good price. I actually went with the shop that my grandfather has used for years. And I went into the garage and literally after being inside the garage for less than 2 minutes, I had a man look me up and down and say, "You're beautiful." I completely ignored the comment and asked where I could wait until they were finished with my tires. He directed me to the office. I went in there and sat. I chatted with the little receptionist for a while. cashed out. They came over, gave me my keys, walked over to my car. He followed me to my car to tell me, "You have a beautiful day, gorgeous." Listen, women do not like that. It is not flattering. It's kind of creepy. And men like that are the reason that women carry pepper spray around with them everywhere. It is not cute. It is creepy. Stop. Honestly, I just want to be able to go to places like a garage or, whatever, and not have to worry about a man making a comment like that. It's unnecessary. Just let me get my tires changed and be on my way. The comments are unnecessary.
A truck slows down, then speeds back up. A sedan glances, then disappears. Nobody's rude. Nobody's cruel. Just uninterested and focused on their own lives. NPCs everywhere. Main character energy denied.
Had the most embarrassing thing ever happen to me right now, literally like 5 minutes ago. So, long story short, I went very, very bravely to try to get air on my tires because a little light was on in the dashboard, and we went to get air on the tires yesterday, and my dad did it for me, and like last week my brother did it for me. Yes, I know something's probably wrong with the tires, but you know what, they're new, so I don't know what is wrong with the tires. But anyways, I am just so frustrated because, my dad asked me about it, and I was like, no, but it was like the light's on again, and he was like, okay, well, you need to put more air in it, and I was like, okay, let me go do that. I mean, he did tell me to take it back to like the tire shop and have them check it out because clearly there's something wrong with it, but I was like, you know what, I don't have time. I have to take my dog to the groomers first thing tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna go take him to the groomers and then I'm gonna go to the tire shop, and meanwhile I'm just gonna like refill the tire with air or whatever. And the thing is that I went and I got the air. Well, I tried. My dad was like, it's really easy, you can do it. So I went very bravely to try to do it, and you guys couldn't do it. The machine is freaking confusing, and I didn't even know which tire was low because it looked fine. And then I kept like pushing the thing, and I heard the air, and there was so much noise, and there was a car behind me. And I was like, why is this car behind me? So I ended up having to give up and go ask the guy behind me to please help me. And it was so awkward and so weird because like I hate asking for help, especially to a stranger. Poor guy. I literally just went there and I just like showed up like on the side of his thing, and I was like, can you help me? I was like, my dad sent me here and I don't know how to do it, and it was so embarrassing. Like, I was so nice. He helped me. He got the air on the tire, and he was just like, I was like, you have to do it at 32. I was like, that's what my dad said. But then the guy was like, are all of them at 32? And I was like, I don't know. My dad just said 32. I don't know. So yeah, you guys, this is so embarrassing. I literally hate it here. I'm so embarrassed. I'm never going to that gas station ever again in my life. I felt so bad, and then the guy fixed it, and I was just like, thank you so much. And I literally just walked away. I didn't even shut the machine off. I don't know how any of this works, and it pisses me off because the whole reason why I got a whole new set of tires is so that I wouldn't have to worry about this. So I'm so mad.
That's when it hits. Modern society doesn't operate on expectations anymore. Help isn't automatic. Attention isn't guaranteed. And strangers don't owe anyone a rescue mission. This wasn't a Disney movie. No soundtrack, no savior.
I just want to say, there's no hope for these men. Bitch, why is my tire so flat? Hold on. Why is my tire so fucking flat I can't even drive on it? And these dusty motherfuckers want to drive up in a Renault right next to me talking about, hey, shorty. I'm like, yes? Hey, you fine? What's your Instagram? Bitch, you not see me trying to change my tire? You're sitting in the car asking me for my Instagram? Anyways, let's change this tire.
Eventually, she Googles how to change a tire. Slowly, carefully, very humbly. Independence unlocked, tutorial mode enabled.
Over here got his fucking gal. He's got his gal. Look at her. Look at her. Fuck yeah. Look at that. In the fucking heels. Homie's sitting here in his little dorky ass shits. Homegirl's over here handling it. Absolutely handling it. Look at this fucking... Hey, she's fucking handling it. What are you doing, Hope? She's fucking handling it right there. What's up?
She's the expert.
Fuck yeah.
You need an oil change.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. What are you doing there?
I'm doing nothing.
Why don't you fucking help her? God damn, son. All right. Get you a girl like that. Woo!
By the time help finally comes, paid help, the lesson is already learned. The world doesn't revolve around anyone, and inconvenience is everyone's problem now. Freedom costs extra, apparently.
So a woman comes home from work and she comes pulling into her driveway and she gets out and she looks and she's got a flat tire. So this upsets her. So she goes to go inside, and well, as soon as she goes to go up the steps, the railing falls off the steps. She shakes her head and walks inside. Sure enough, there sits her husband in his recliner, and she goes, "Hey, I have a flat tire on the car." And he leans back and looks at her and goes, "Do I look like a fucking mechanic to you?" Well, that kind of upsets her. So she takes off walking, gets about halfway to the kitchen, turns around and says, "Oh, and the railing fell off the steps." And he cracks open a beer, takes a sip, and looks at her and goes, "Do I look like a fucking carpenter to you?" So upset, she walks into the kitchen, mumbles a few things under her breath, opens up the cabinet, gets herself a glass out, goes over to the sink, get her something to drink. She turns on the sink and nothing comes out. She goes, "And the sink's broke too." And he takes a couple sips off his beer and leans forward in his recliner and goes, "Do I look like a fucking plumber to you?" So upset, she just ends up going to bed. Next day, the husband comes home from work. He gets out of his truck and he looks, and there's a brand new tire on her car. So he's like, "Whoa!" And he looks at the steps, and sure enough, there's a brand new railing on it. So he's like, "What the hell?" So he walks inside, and she's standing at the sink doing some dishes, and he's like, Did you hire somebody to do all this? Did you hire some people to fix all this?" And she's like, "Oh, no. The new neighbor across the street, Frank, came over and said I could either bake him a homemade pie or I could have sex with him, and he'd fix all those problems." And husband stood there for a second. He's like, "Well, what kind of pie did you bake him?" And the wife turns the faucet off and looks at her husband and goes, "Do I look like fucking Betty Crocker to you?"
Moral of the story? Modern life is self-service. No applause, no assistance, no entitlement lane. Welcome to reality. Please tip yourself.